You're listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. I am your host, Irene Evangelou, anxiety counselor and clinical hypnotherapist. I'll be coming to you every week to share actionable tips, simple strategies, and useful resources to help you break free from high-function anxiety. We'll be covering how to recognize and understand your anxiety, strategies to change your thoughts and feelings, and ways to implement long-lasting change. If you're trying to overcome people-pleasing behaviors, navigate anxiety, living in self-doubt, or something else keeping you stuck, then you are in the right place. I know that you're ready to get to the next level of your life, feeling free, calm, confident, and in control. So let's get started. Welcome to episode 4 of the Peace with Anxiety podcast. And if you have been playing along, you know that this is part 2, where we will be covering the last 5 tips of how to achieve peace of mind. So just a quick recap. Last week we talked about prioritizing self-care daily, focusing on physical well-being, establishing healthy boundaries, cultivating a gratitude practice, and nurturing your relationships. So if you haven't heard that episode yet, I would encourage you to go back and have a listen to that one. Today we are continuing with 5 more tips, and of course this isn't an all-inclusive list of tips, but they are the ones I recommend and work through with my clients. And of course feel free to pick and choose the ones that resonate with you the most. And what would be more helpful is to actually pick just one of them, just one, and focus solely on that one for at least 21 days. Choosing one habit to focus on and sticking with that one for at least 21 days can be a game changer in transforming your relationship with anxiety. And I am saying this because research suggests that this time frame is generally the minimum required to establish a new habit effectively. So during these 21 days, your brain starts to adapt to the new behavior, forming neural pathways that make it easier to repeat the action automatically. So, consistency is the key here. By repeatedly performing the same action over this period, you reinforce these new neural pathways, solidifying the habit. And it is essential to select a habit that aligns with your goals and is realistic to incorporate into your daily life. Now, whether it's drinking more water, exercising regularly, or practicing mindfulness, the key is to start small and gradually build up. Now remember, forming a new habit is a process, and it's okay to stumble along the way. The important thing is to pick yourself up, learn from any setbacks, and keep moving forward. With patience, persistence, and a willingness to embrace change, you can successfully incorporate these new habits into your life. With that said, let's dive into tip number 6, which is engage in hobbies and passions. Taking time to pursue activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is essential for maintaining your emotional well-being. Whether it's painting, cooking, playing an instrument, playing a sport, or gardening, indulging in your passions can significantly boost your overall happiness and sense of purpose. So how can you make time for your hobbies and passions during your busy schedules? Well, firstly, schedule dedicated time for your hobbies. Literally, write them down if you're a pen and paper kind of person, or put them in your calendar. Set aside blocks of time in your calendar specifically for engaging in activities that bring you joy. Treat these sessions as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. just like you would with any other commitment. Secondly, explore new interests and hobbies. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Whether it's taking a dance class, learning a new language, or trying your hand at photography, experimenting with different activities can spark your creativity and excitement in your life. Thirdly, integrate your hobbies into your daily routine. Look for opportunities to incorporate your passions into your everyday life. For example, if you enjoy painting, set up a small studio space in your home where you can easily access your supplies and work on your art whenever inspiration strikes. Fourthly, involve others in your hobbies. Sharing your passions with friends, family, or community groups can enhance your enjoyment and deepen your connections with others. Consider joining a club or meetup related to your hobby, or invite a loved one to join you in your favorite activities. Now, finally, prioritize self-expression and creativity. Use your hobbies as a way to express yourself authentically and explore your interests and talents. Whether you're writing poetry, cooking up a new recipe, or crafting handmade gifts, let your creativity flow freely and embrace the joy of creation. Investing in your interests and passions is an investment in your own well-being and personal growth. Now let's dive into tip number 7. Develop emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to our ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Cultivating emotional intelligence is crucial for facing life's challenges with grace and resilience. So how can we become more emotionally resilient? Firstly, by practicing self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your own emotions and thought patterns. Notice how you feel in different situations and pay attention to any recurring patterns or triggers. Journaling can be a helpful tool for increasing self-awareness and gaining insights into your emotional landscape. Secondly, learn to regulate your emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively to challenging situations, practice pausing and taking a deep breath before responding. Find healthy coping strategies that help you manage stress and regulate your emotions, such as deep breathing exercises, mindfulness meditation, or physical activity. Thirdly, cultivate empathy and compassion. Seek to understand the perspectives and feelings of others and practice active listening and validation. Put yourself in their shoes and try to see things from their point of view. Showing empathy and compassion towards others not only strengthens your relationships but also enhances your emotional well-being. Fourthly, develop effective communication skills. Learn to express your thoughts and feelings assertively and respectfully, while also being receptive to feedback from others. Practice active listening and strive to communicate openly and honestly in your interactions with others. Finally, seek out opportunities for personal growth and development. Take courses, workshops, read books on the subject, or work with a counselor or a therapist. Remember that developing emotional intelligence is an ongoing journey, and be patient with yourself as you continue to learn and grow. By developing your emotional intelligence, you will not only become more competent at navigating life's ups and downs, but also cultivate deeper connections with others and a greater sense of inner peace and fulfillment. So remember, emotional intelligence is a skill that can be learned and mastered with practice. So commit to investing in your growth and well-being. Now let's discuss tip number 8. Seek professional support. Sometimes achieving emotional balance and peace of mind may feel challenging, and that's perfectly okay. Seeking professional support can provide invaluable guidance and assistance on your journey towards healing. So why is professional support important? Well, firstly, therapy or counseling can offer a safe and supportive space to explore your thoughts, feelings, and experiences with a trained professional. A therapist can help you gain insights into your behaviors and patterns, develop coping strategies, and work through emotional challenges in a healthy and constructive manner. Therapy can provide personalized guidance and support to help you achieve specific goals or overcome obstacles in your life. Whether you're striving to improve your relationships, overcome anxiety, or enhance your overall well-being, a therapist can offer strategies and accountability to help you reach your objectives. Secondly, psychiatry can be beneficial for individuals struggling with mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder. A psychiatrist can assess your symptoms, provide a diagnosis if necessary, and prescribe medication or other treatment options to manage your condition effectively. Thirdly, support groups. Support groups can offer a sense of community and connection with others who are facing similar challenges or experiences. Whether it's a group for grief support, anxiety recovery, or chronic illness, connecting with others who understand can provide comfort, validation, and encouragement on your journey. Finally, holistic modalities such as hypnotherapy and meditation can complement traditional forms of therapy and support. These practices can help promote relaxation, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being by addressing the mind and the body. Now, I truly hope that if there's one thing that you will get away from this episode is that seeking professional support is not a sign of weakness. It's a brave step towards prioritizing your mental and emotional health. If you're struggling to cope on your own, if you're feeling overwhelmed or struggling to managing anxiety, please know that you are not alone. Whether you're considering one-on-one therapy or group therapy, I'm here to offer my support and assistance every step of the way. So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions, if you need recommendations, or simply want someone to talk to about your journey towards greater well-being. Your mental and emotional health is incredibly important, and I'm here to help you access the resources and support you need to thrive. And you can contact me through my Instagram account at Irene the Anxiety Therapist, or send me an email at support@ireneevangelotherapy.com. And I will include the links in the show notes so you can access them there. Now let's discuss tip number 9. Manage exposure to negativity. In today's world, we are bombarded by negative news, toxic relationships, and draining environments that can take a massive toll on your mental and emotional well-being. And learning to manage your exposure to negativity is crucial for maintaining inner peace and resilience. So how can you effectively manage your exposure? Well, firstly, be mindful of your media consumption. Limit the amount of time you spend watching or reading negative news stories, especially those that sensationalize tragedy or instill fear. Instead, seek out sources of positive news or uplifting content that inspire and motivate you. Secondly, manage your social media feed. Unfollow or mute accounts that consistently share negative or toxic content, and instead follow accounts that promote positivity, personal growth, and well-being. Remember that you have control over what you see on social media platforms, so you choose to surround yourself with uplifting and inspiring content. Thirdly, set boundaries with negative individuals. Distance yourself from people who constantly bring negativity into your life. Whether it's through their words, their actions, or energy, it's okay to politely decline invitations or limit your interactions with individuals who drain your energy and impact your emotional well-being. Fourthly, practice self-care and stress management techniques. Engage in activities that help you relax and recharge, such as meditation, exercise, or spending time in nature. By prioritizing your own well-being, you can better cope with stress, anxiety, and negativity when it arises. Finally, enable positivity. Practice mindfulness to shift your mindset towards abundance. Managing your exposure to negativity is not about ignoring or denying the challenges of life. It's about protecting your mental and emotional well-being and choosing to focus on what uplifts and empowers you. Okay, so we're finally down to my last tip. So tip number 10, practice forgiveness and release. Holding on to grudges and resentment can weigh heavily on your heart and mind, holding you back from experiencing true peace and emotional freedom. Learning to forgive and release can be a powerful step towards healing and inner peace. So here are my final practical examples to consider. Firstly, practice self-forgiveness. We are often our worst critic, and holding on to guilt or shame can be incredibly damaging to our well-being. Acknowledge your mistakes and shortcomings, but also recognize that you are human and deserving of compassion and forgiveness. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding and start to let go of any lingering self-blame or judgment. Secondly, forgive others for past hurts. Holding on to resentment towards others only perpetuates your own suffering. Take the fearless step of letting go of grudges and releasing the need of revenge or retribution. This doesn't mean condoning or excusing harmful behavior. It simply means choosing to free yourself from the emotional burden of carrying resentment towards others. Thirdly, practice empathy and understanding. Try to see things from the perspective of those who have wronged you, and recognize that everyone is human, capable of making mistakes. Share your compassion for others even if you disagree with their actions or behaviors. Remember that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not necessarily to the person who wronged you. And finally, again, set boundaries to protect yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean allowing others to continue hurting or mistreating you. It's important to establish healthy boundaries and communicate your needs assertively. If someone repeatedly violates your boundaries or behaves in a toxic manner, it's okay to distance yourself from that person while still maintaining a sense of forgiveness and compassion. Finally, practice gratitude for the lessons learned. Every experience, even the most painful ones, can teach us valuable lessons and contribute to our growth and resilience. Instead of dwelling on past hurts, focus on the wisdom and strength you've gained from overcoming challenges. Express gratitude for the opportunities for growth and transformation that come from forgiveness and release. Forgiveness is a journey, and it may take time and effort to fully let go. Be patient with yourself and trust in the healing power of forgiveness. And there you have it. We have covered a wealth of strategies and insights on how to achieve peace of mind through these 10 tips. From prioritizing self-care to practicing forgiveness, each tip offers a unique pathway towards greater emotional well-being and inner peace. But this is just the beginning of our journey towards peace of mind. Each of these tips is so deep and complicated that they deserve their own dedicated episode for a deeper dive. So get ready, because in the coming weeks we will explore each tip individually. So whether you're keen to learn more about setting healthy boundaries, cultivating gratitude, or developing emotional intelligence, there is something here for everyone. So stay tuned for our upcoming episodes as we continue to explore the power of embracing peace and well-being in our lives. In the meantime, I encourage you to reflect on the tips we've discussed today and start implementing one of them in your daily life. Remember, achieving peace of mind is not an overnight process. It's a journey, and every step you take towards greater self-awareness and well-being brings you closer to the peace you seek. Thank you for listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. If you found any value in today, I would really appreciate if you would leave me a review and share this episode on your Instagram story, tagging me at Irene, the Anxiety Therapist. Also, make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss an episode. All the links are found below in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.